forget again. I was like, no, thanks for the warning.
One commissioner is on drugs. Another commissioner who's putting her life in her own hands.
Pablo, we had before she was non-grad.
Oh, wow.
Somewhere between here and Montreal.
Number three would be like, I think I saw expectations for reading. It's not is he joining again?
That's what I'm.
No.
I feel like he's gonna be.
He's not just
He's
reading.
had dry overnights before.
Yes.
And I'm just like waiting for the day. I'll be done in my own timeline. That's all I can say.
So we.
Like,
This
I don't
just
need
changed.
to,
I think we
Just
should.
right.
Put me out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to
Sorry. Do we want to give it, oh, hey Peggy, we're thinking, where am I? There I am. We're thinking of, having to reschedule here because I can't reach the city attorney
Okay.
to confirm that 3 members is a quorum. I don't believe it is, given that we are a 7-member board. So I think we're gonna need to reschedule. The good news is we could do a remote meeting with a home base option. So you all wouldn't need to come in and we could do it quickly.
Mhm. Works for me. We can let.
Philip, what's the timeline on your request?
I mean, they'd like to put their parklet in. I think licensing committee was tonight, and so I think it was approved.
Well, yeah, it needs to go to the council on the 27th.
Correct.
So we could look to schedule something in the next week and not impact
That's right.
the business's schedule.
Correct.
Okay. So then I think it's then incumbent on us to work with you all to find a time that works.
Sure. We can aim for sometime next week.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do we want to look among the 3 of you who are here right now to see what dates could potentially work for the 3 of you?
Yeah, I'm pretty flexible. I don't have any big constraints, so yeah, I can squeeze it in. If we want to do this time next week, or
Right.
I don't know, lunchtime or something.
What about a week from today on the 22nd? Juneteenth is the 20th, so we can't do Monday. Dan and Peggy, what's your schedule next Wednesday?
Wednesday isn't gonna work for me.
If it was at a different time Wednesday evening, would it work? If it was 5 to 5:30, would it work?
I was gonna
No.
start another thing at 5:30. Is
Okay.
Tuesday viable for everyone, or
Tuesday the 21st?
yes?
It's our TOOC meeting, I think.
It's our TOOC meeting at 4. We could divide and conquer.
4 is the VH vehicle for hire. So
Vehicle for hire.
We may get started around 5.
Yeah. Philip, do you have to be at,
Teach swimming on Tuesday nights.
okay,
At the Y from 5 until 7. Sorry.
okay.
But somebody else could come.
But someone else can cover.
It's not-
Yeah.
So we're looking to, hold on, sorry,
Yeah.
my dinner, let me just get it.
This is awesome.
do it remotely.
This is like the best
struggling.
meeting ever.
Do you need me for this next one?
This is,
I would say that,
It might have to be remote. If we need me.
right, that would be.
Okay.
We're looking to do the whole thing remote.
I was thinking the commissioners could show up just remotely with a home base. given- Sure.
Okay, sorry about that. So I want me to text Jim Barr to see if he can do, like, to include him on this, when he can do next week.
He's convalescing, so I think he needs some time. But
Okay.
I can send out what available dates are. It sounds like we have 1 no for Wednesday
Okay.
Does that work for folks?
Tuesday,
Is we just do the consent items and this item has been put on the meeting packet and any questions can just be sent to us. There was no action needed.
Tuesday works. Tuesday, the 21st. It works for me. I'm not looking at my home calendar. But if it's at, what did you say earlier? 5?
I was thinking we could do anything that evening, but thinking we could do a quick half-hour meeting to try to limit your evening intrusion.
Yeah, I'm flexible on Tuesday.
All right.
Or aim for that, like a,
Yeah. Why don't we send around, both of us can communicate with the commission.
Yep.
See if we can lock in the 21st. And we'll do it. Rob, do you think we'll be able to do the home base model?
We don't need to, that's not a requirement
It's
right
not a
now.
requirement, so
Right.
we could go fully virtual.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the Tuke will be going on, so we might have a separate login. We'll have to divide and conquer that way.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
because what time's the 2?
It's at 4, probably going till 6:30, because it's both the Vehicle for Hire Board as well as the Transportation Energy Utilities Committee. So it's 2
Okay.
meetings in one.
You guys can
But
parallel processes?
I think we can.
Yeah, we'll just have a different URL, because that's, vehicle for hire has already been warned, so not a major problem, just, for folks tuning in,
Yeah.
check your, check the website.
Okay.
Sharon Busher does have her hand up if,
Okay, I was gonna say.
that's a
if there's
process we
anybody
wanna,
that from that neighborhood.
1 second, if that's something we wanted to.
All right, so I think what we'll do is we'll send around, we'll not meet tonight, we'll send around commission input for Tuesday the 21st at 5 p.m., is that correct?
Sure.
And then we'll fall back if we need to that Wednesday the 22nd, if we have a quorum, understanding that Dan would not be able to make it.
And the DRB, same time, probably not a conflict with us.
Okay.
Is 4:30 Wednesday all right? If we went
Yeah,
forward a little bit more.
I think so.
Peggy, would that work for you as an option, 4:30 on Wednesday the 22nd?
Yeah, that totally works.
Oh, no, Wednesday.
What's that?
No, never mind.
Okay, so that may work better for Team DPW in terms of no conflict with the Tuke. Why don't we offer both options and we'll
Yeah.
see what works.
If it's that early, we won't conflict with Ward 4 and 7 that same night,
Right,
so just a heads up.
okay.
Right.
Okay, yeah, either of those work for me. Great.
Sweet.
Great. Thank you. Sorry. Apologies for everyone slapping it down here.
We do have a member of the public on the line raise their hand. Not sure if there's anything we need to do protocol-wise there.
I think they certainly can speak. We're not going to take any action, but if Sharon has any input or thoughts, that'd be.
Sure.
Hi, good evening. This is Sharon Busher, and in my previous life, when I was on the city council, as you know, as what Chapin just said, you could hear if you had wanted to, you could have heard the capital budget presentation. You just couldn't vote on it because you don't have a quorum. The council found itself in those situations occasionally. And I'm not suggesting you do that, but that's not why I wanted to speak, but I'm just offering that as some insight. If indeed you end up in a situation, I hope not next week in the same scenario, it doesn't mean that the people that are present can't hear the presentation and weigh in on it. You just wouldn't vote on it. So that's for that piece. But I'm calling for 2 reasons. One is, so I'm going to start with the really positive thing. I just wanted the commission, and unfortunately there are only 3 of you, but 3 important members, to know that when I call DPW and I get customer service, they are excellent. They take comments, they take concerns, they never ever belittle or rude. They're just really incredible representatives of the department and of the city. And I just wanted all of you to know that. I know Chapin's heard this from me before, but I have never encountered a time where I left feeling devalued or that I didn't have some recourse or some action that I could take if they hadn't actually helped me take that action. So that's a really important thing for all of you to know. So I wanted to make that comment first off. The second piece has to do with, actually I lied, I have three things, and I know I'm supposed to keep it to 3 minutes. Okay, the second thing has to do with a kiosk that is in the parking lot that is on Main and Winooski, and it's the kiosk that faces Main Street. This is not a new issue, but that kiosk needs to be replaced or repaired. I park there frequently and help a lot of people, visitors from out of town, try to use it. It rejects cards all the time, and I just tell them, keep putting your card back in and it will accept it. Okay, that's one issue. But the main issue is that the green button, which you have to press, I don't know how many times in order to get through a transaction, doesn't respond. It doesn't respond, and there's no sweet spot anymore. It is now beyond, I think at some point it's just not going to respond ever. People's thumbs are sore, and frankly, when I went to pay my taxes, it just heightened my awareness again of the fact that it's not functioning. And the ticket, if you wanted to keep a copy of the ticket, is so faded that you can't read it. So if somebody was coming there for business and needed to document their parking fees, they don't really have a very valid transaction slip that they might have to submit. And I also work for the government, for the Department of Transportation, no pun intended, but it's actually the Census Bureau. And I do have to document parking. And when I'm downtown, I frequently park there. Now, I know a lot of people use an app. I don't, and there are a lot of people that don't use it. So I'm just informing you about this problem. And I'm hoping that somebody can pay attention to this kiosk. So that's number two. Number three is I am pretty concerned about the capital projects because, you know, with Juneteenth, they cut out a city council meeting. There was one brief presentation, and now everything's going to happen on the 27th. So I'm hoping that all of your critical eyes will really look at that. Certainly you're looking at DPW's portion, which is a huge chunk of the dollars, but I just really feel that this is going to be something that really isn't going to get the attention that it needs. So I was actually calling to make these comments, but to hear the presentation for the capital budget, because I really need to educate myself as to what it's being spent on. So I know there are charts, etc., but the verbiage always helps. So those are my comments tonight, and I thank the three of you for coming to the meeting and hearing them, and the staff that's present also.
Thank you.
Great. Former Councilor Busher, Jeff Paget, who oversees the kiosks, was here for your comment, and he told me he's going to address that right away. And as you noted, there's capital budget information on the website, and we're happy to answer any questions from you directly in the coming days before the council meeting.
Thank you.
And we'll certainly pass on the compliment as we did last time, actually, because there's a combined probably, I want to say, over 55 years of service between the two customer service folks up front. It's quite remarkable. So.
Incredible people.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Well, we have no meeting.
We're not adjourned.
Adjourned.
We never started. But
We thank
Thank you all.
CCTV for coming and setting up.
yeah, I apologize. It wasn't more productive evening for you.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so you'll send the email with the